Hey, this is BRAINWAVEZ and I'm gonna show you how to make a drop like Lumasi. As always, the full project file and presets are available on my Patreon, along with 50 plus other project files and presets for a really good price. I drop new ones every month, so hit the link in the description if you want to get them, and let's get started. So the BPM for this one is 140. The drums sounds like this. And they consist of a kick drum, 3 snares layered. So first one, second one, and third one, and then a hi-hat. I added auto pan with the phase all the way down just to have some hits of the sample to be a little bit louder than the others, that way emulating like a little bit of velocity in there. That's for the drums. Then going into the synths, I want to show you that I have sidechain already in place with my utility sidechain rack, and also some reverb throw automations with my reverb throw rack as well. So that's just helping to glue the sections together inside the drop, like transitioning from one bass to another. The first bass, the opening bass, sounds like this. So I started with this wavetable and this LFO shape and rate modulating the level. Then I enabled a second oscillator B, which is going direct out into the bus 1. This is pretty much the sub or the low end portion of the sound. And then I enabled a filter, and in here the resonance is pretty important, and I'm modulating the cutoff. Then in the effects in the main tab I have downsampling, distortion, compression, reverb, some hyper dimension, another distortion, and EQ, just cutting everything below 170. And that's because on the bus 1, as you remember, I routed this to the bus 1. I have soft clipping distortion and an EQ just cutting everything above 210. Then if I go to the mix, you will notice that the bus 1 is going directly out, so it's not going through the main. And that's something that I do a couple of times on this project. So just want you to notice that every time that you see something like this, it's because I'm doing that just to cover the sub portion with this oscillator. So that's for that sound. Then I go into this first bass, which is like a wobble or wub. And for this one, I started with this wavetable. I enabled diode 2 distortion in here, and with this LFO, I'm modulating the level of the distortion or the amount of the distortion. Then I have a sine wave, and I'm doing the same exact thing that I showed you on the last one. And the LFO is being routed to the level, and some noise with this paper bag sample, just to give it a little bit more texture on the top end. Then I have diode 1 distortion, bandpass filtering, compression, multiband, hyperdimension, some reverb, some EQ just to cut a little bit of the low mids, and this cutting out the very low end, just because on the bus 1 I have my subchain, and the bus 1 is going directly out once again. So yeah, this one is covering for the sub portion, and this one is covering for the rest of the sound. Then outside of it, I just made a little bit of an adjustment with this EQ. Then I have this bass fill, which I've heard sometimes on Lumasi's tracks. And this one is pretty much just a saw wave. And the important part here is this LFO, which is going to the coarse pitch. So unipolar mode, 52% in this case. Right now it's pretty muted, but once I add the effects, you will get the full sound. Check the envelope shaping here. And also the LFO one is modulating the level. On the effects, I have some hyper dimension, tube distortion, compression. This is where you get most of the sound. And reverb. If I disable the coarse pitch modulation, it's pretty much just a saw wave. So this one is what's giving it the pitch down effect. Outside of it, I just have this auto pan with a face down, just creating like a little bit of a movement modulation. So instead of the amount always being up, I'm creating like a little bit of a ramp up movement. Then we go into these two texture bases. So for the first texture base, I started with a square wave, and I have this LFO shape in here, and that's being routed to the level. Then I have a sub bass, which is going direct out to the first bus. So doing, what I've been mentioning on this video, just to have the sub not affected by the other effects. Then I enabled a second oscillator with this wavetable and LFO modulating the level. Wavetable position 47. Then I have this saw wave, not doing any modulation or anything like that. And then this filter, which, as I said, is pretty much the key of the sound. And I'm modulating with the LFO1 a lot of parameters in here. The cutoff, the resonance, the drive, the frequency. The drive is not being modulated, the frequency is. And it's affecting the three oscillators in here. Now let's go to the effects. And in the main tab, I have EQ. Just shaping a little bit more of the sound, some tube distortion, and in here in the tube distortion I have the pre-filtered with these parameters, then some compression multiband, this filter just cutting a little bit on the top end, EQ, multiband compressor again, and reverb. The bus one, as usual, only has my sub effects chain, and that's it. Without the filter, sounds really weird, not what I wanted. Then outside of the patch, I'm just boosting a little bit in here. Texture base number 2 has the sub bass cut off with this EQ because I have a sub bass layer beneath that. But for the preset itself, you will notice filtering again, and let me mute everything and show you how it was built. I started with a saw wave and 2 voices of unison, and then this LFO is modulating the phase distortion from B. Then I enabled a second oscillator with this RCMS wavetable 2 octaves up, level all the way down, and wavetable position 45. Then I enable a sub. This is just more for like distorting purposes because the sound itself doesn't have sub. Then some air can noise and filtering with this filter. Once again, I'm modulating some things in here like the cutoff and the frequency. Then in the effects, I have hyperdimension, distortion, compression, reverb, and this EQ, which is just trying to accentuate some resonance. Then the sub bass layer beneath that is pretty simple. It's just this wave shape is this wavetable and this effect. So a little bit of soft clip and distortion. This LFO is modulating the cutoff and this EQ. This one is a pretty like deep sounding sub, so if you don't have headphones you might not be able to hear that. Now going into the second bass. It's also a wobble bass, and for this one I started with this wavetable, and this LFO2 is modulating the level in here. Then I enable the second oscillator, and this has all the level all the way down. Basic shapes, wavetable position 7, 2 octaves up, and the oscillator A has phase distortion from B. Still not getting much of the sound. Then I enable this filter, this one right here, and I have LFO1 with this shape and creating a little bit of a cutoff modulation. Going into the effects, I have tube distortion with the pre-filter and these parameters, then some compression, filtering, being affected by this LFO2, a good amount of resonance and drive, which is important, as you can tell, hyperdimension, and reverb. Outside of the patch, I'm just boosting a little bit on the low end. Before I continue, if you're enjoying the video, please make sure to leave a like, as it really helps to let YouTube know to recommend this video to other producers who might need it. Also, if you have any requests on an artist that you would like me to break down, make sure to leave it on the comments. Then we have this third bass, which sounds like this. And on this one, I started with this wavetable and this LFO modulating the level. Check that it has some smooth on it, and the rate is 1/8 triplets. Phase distortion from B, then I enable oscillator B, which is sine wave 1 octave up, level all the way down. Then I have this third oscillator acting like the sub, which is going to the bus 1 and directly out. LFO also modulating the level in here. Then I have this filter doing something similar to what the last one did, so modulating the cutoff in here. Then in the effects I have tube distortion, filter modulating the cutoff, hyper dimension, reverb, and EQ. Because in the bus 1 I have my sub chain, which is, you know, taking care of the sub portion of the track, of the sound. And as you can tell, it's pretty similar to this one, just some minor adjustments. And in here I'm also boosting a little bit on the low end and decreasing in here. Last bass is this one. It has this auto pan modulation, similar to what I did with the bass fill. Just going down. And in the preset, I started with this wavetable position 8 on the default shapes, and this LFO motion, then filter, some good amount of drive and resonance, LFO modulating the cutoff. Then I have some hyper dimension, distortion, tube, pre-filter mode, compression, reverb, and EQ. Also, something I skipped is that I enabled this oscillator, just doing the sub bass portion, so going direct out to the bus 1. And in the bus 1 there is my sub FX chain. In the mix, the bus 1 is going directly out. That's for the synths. Then on the fills I just have some stuff with a lot of reverb, like this breath sample, some wind chimes, and some like glitchy samples, and a pre-drop vocal, and that's about it. As usual, this whole project file and the presets are available on my Patreon, along with many other project files and presets. I'm also doing one-on-one coaching and mixing mastering gigs, so if you're interested in any of that, please check the link in the description or just reach out. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope I see you around.